bring you from the Thai cave. We're hearing that all of the children and their coach have now been rescued from that cave, and now the final thing that needs to be done is that the doctor and the 3 Navy SEAL divers who have been with those kids and their coach since they were discovered in order to make sure that they stayed safe just need to be brought out now. So there is the announcement confirming this news. 12 boars and coaches leave the cave and everyone is safe. Hooyah. So those 12 children, the young footballers and their coach are all out safe. They will be taken to hospital and reunited with their family. A government official previously said that the first 8 boys rescued from the cave were in good mental and physical health. They are all in hospital, having many tests to make sure that they are as well as can be after a traumatic experience for them, stuck in that cave since the 23rd of June, alone for 9 days with no sense at all as to whether they would be found and rescued. They had gone into that cave and in order to escape rising waters had to go deeper and deeper into the cave network, ending up 2.5 miles into the cave deep underground, and it was only after 9 days without food that they were found safe, but it was then, of course, a very difficult effort to bring them out alive. These pictures waving off some of the previous evacuations from the rescue operation. Obviously, huge excitement every time one person was brought out of the cave network, that painstaking rescue effort. It meant that the boys had to be able to scuba dive in a state where they were physically weakened, having been inside that cave. They were helped out by a team of 90 expert divers, 40 of them from Thailand and 50 from abroad, who guided the boys through the darkness and some of the flooded passageways towards the exit to the Tam Luang cave system. It was grueling, not just obviously for the divers, the professional divers, but for those boys who had to wear full face masks in order to be able to get out with a mixture of walking, wading, climbing and diving along guide ropes that were in place. Each boy, as he made his way out, was accompanied by 2 divers who would carry the boys' air supply, but some of the areas of that cave was so narrow that the divers themselves had to take off their air tanks to get through. Finally, the final stretch of getting out of the cave was a walk, but it has been a very dangerous mission to bring them out safely, and that was really underlined when one former Thai Navy diver died in the caves on Friday. Saman Gunan had been returning from a mission to give the group air tanks when he ran out of oxygen himself. He lost consciousness and sadly could not be revived. So it has been a painstaking, a very difficult operation to get those boys out in order to facilitate the operation as quickly as possible. There was a massive pumping operation to lower the water levels inside the cave system to try to make the journey out easier. They were working against time because there is predicted heavy rainfall from tomorrow. Initially it was thought that potentially the boys could have stayed inside the cave with food and oxygen being taken to them, but then it became clear that actually the weather might make that impossible with heavy rain forecast, and already those caves treacherous. It was rising water levels, which meant that they were trapped inside the cave when they had gone in for a sightseeing expedition and found themselves unable to leave. They'd abandoned their bikes, having gone in just expecting to be inside the cave for a short visit.